Ooh, I see I've inspired puppy dogs. Forgive me for a moment, because either I've inspired puppy dogs or they've gone to bite the mailman. Hey, sorry about that, but the mailman's safe. Now you say, Bob, why have you asked us here? Well, actually, it's a um, test of fashion. I noticed that some things haven't always been working well, and I figure if there's ever a safe time to go play on live on Facebook, it's Thursday morning because I think it's yeah. Because what could possibly go wrong? Well, so far I don't know, but I know that I even had a guest was going to come on with me so that we could talk if we needed to, and they're not here. So, but the most fun is me popping over onto Facebook and seeing, hey, there's places that this thing should be streaming live to. So I go and I'm looking at the BQ Press page. And you know what? I'm not. Aha! Arg. We're streaming live. Well, heck. That works well. Now, as long as I'm uh, doing this. Hey, Roberta. Uh, hi, Roberta. No, it's not really a new thing, but it is me verifying that all the stuff that's supposed to be working is working. You want to come on and chat about your latest project while we're checking this stuff? Oh, it's Mobile, Alabama. Well, I don't know if Roberta's still there. So, so Kathleen, are you one of our writers? Oh, I see Phil is here.
Bob, I have no audio from you.
You have no audio from me?
I figured it out. No problem.
Oh, that's good.
I
Good morning, Gordon. So I don't know who all is still here, but what this is I had noticed that I wasn't, my linkages weren't working the way I was doing them. And so now I have reworked it. And it would appear, oh, just a second here. Um,
Okay. I see messages on the side from Gordon
Yep.
and
And the
Robert.
host, I am the host right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're supposed to be seeing that. And because we are just having, this is a test run. And good morning, Phil. For those of you who do not recognize her, this is Phyllis Irene Radford, author of The Glass Dragon, her first book, published, was it now 23 years,
1994. Came out in
1994.
1994. I just got the rights back last week. Probably around the first of October, I will begin the re-edit process and get it out from the Bookview Cafe early next year.
That's kind of cool. Now, for those of you who are watching still for any reason, you saw I put that link up there. If you want to come on and chat with us without having to type everything, uh, just click that link and you should show up. Or if you click that link and nothing happens, bummer. Because, but Phil, as long as you're here and I've got those people working on seeing if they can get on, because for an informal Friday morning, the more the merrier. You are
It's Thursday morning.
you're looking far more alert than you usually are on a 9 o'clock Sunday morning show.
Yeah, well, I'm recovering from a long bout of travel and some health issues, and I'm awake. I think
Oh, good. Well, I'm
I'm working
glad
on the
you're.
first cup of coffee. Here there be dragons.
Hey, I've got my new teapot came in.
Ooh, it's pink. Did Eden pick that out for you?
No, Amazon did. I got COVID. So long story short, I went. Uh, Roberta, I am sorry for that because someday I'm going to want to have you on this show, and
Yeah.
I'm going to want your browsers supported. Uh, but the so here it is. I go to Worldcon. I fill out I sell lots of books. I fill out my tax forms, which are still waiting to be mailed. And I realized I've sold more books at this Worldcon than I have ever sold at any convention since I started going to conventions, which is good. Met lots and lots of people. Oh, Bert is on an iPhone. Ah, uh,
Yeah, yeah, Roberta, that's your problem.
I like iPhones, but I never try and do this on them. So anyway,
Yeah, I've had other people try to do Zoom on iPhones and just not having any luck at all.
hmm, there. I had you set up so that you were some tiny little image off into the dark corners of Neverland land.
Yeah, and now they can see my bearskin rug.
Oh, cool. And this also means I get a chance to experiment with backgrounds and the like.
Yeah,
I seem to
yeah,
be
well,
blurry.
yeah. This guy lives on the back of the love seat in the living room.
It looks like a perfect bear for a love seat.
Yeah, well, check my feed on Facebook when we get done. And I had a memory of one of the bears that habituates my back deck.
Hmm. I'm looking. Yeah, Uh, things, the links are showing up here. They're showing up where they should. Life is good. I think, Phil, this is what's going to work. Now,
Okay.
we have another one scheduled at noon.
At
We have
noon?
at noon.
I thought it was like 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, no. 6 o'clock tonight, I haven't scheduled yet.
Oh.
6 o'clock tonight is where dun, 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 we have, sorry, stay centered. We're doing the make your case meeting for post row alternatives. Because for post row alternatives, guys, we've gone totally weird. We've got 10 very talented editors working in working with Phil and I, and they each get picked 2 stories that they get to edit, assuming they sell us that says, "Hey, this is the right story." Well, all of the submissions are in, I think. We've got.
And you promised there would be no late submissions, no matter how much you like the author.
Well, yeah, but I made a deal.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, because you've done that to me before, where all of a sudden you get a submission and you read it and accept it, and I've never seen it.
oh yeah, that's the evil side of me. The
Yeah.
great side, though, is that these were both submissions. There's only one late submission that I know of, and he's late because I told him he could be late because he's still on travel right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if Jim Wright is going to tell me the story, he told me the story that he was going to send me,
Mm-hmm.
and it had me rolling on the floor with laughter. It was like,
Well,
oh my,
that happens. That
Huh?
happens with Jim Wright. Yeah, but do you remember what his Trump giving the Gettysburg Address did for the first anthology?
yeah, I think. And he stopped by the table. We chatted. My God, that man's got the gift of gab. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you got to show up on BCube Sunday mornings to really see it. But I mean, David Gerald. If I'm sitting at a table with David Gerald, I will say one word in 10 that gets spoken at that table. And if David Gerald is sitting at a table with Jim Wright, he will speak about one word in 5 that gets spoken. So you got to figure, that means I'm down to one word in 50, divided by 3. So when I have those 2 guys on the show, I can turn off my camera, turn off my mic, go get some more tea, come back, and Jim will probably still be telling the story because he's got so many stories. And then when Jim pauses for that breath and I start to say, that's when David kicks in. I had them got you know Jerry Nordley.
Yeah, I know Jerry Nardley.
He was down at our table. You know, he can talk a little bit.
More than a little bit. He makes up for what Gail doesn't say.
He never got a word in edgewise.
That I find hard to believe.
I'm going to have Jerry on one morning because Jerry and Jim had a whole lot of history in terms of places they've worked, people they've been. And I think they'd make a good pair of guests. But anyway, it's all okay. Roberta, It doesn't take you to Zoom. If you press that link, it should take you to show up at our meeting as an invited guest.
Yeah, Restream led me around the mulberry bush about 3 times before it finally let me in. I had to reset a
No,
password. I
I'm
had
sorry.
to,
Well,
yeah,
that's
I
why
had to
we
reset passwords and all kinds of things.
reset passwords.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have had to have a password to get on the show with that link.
yeah, they wanted a password. They wanted me to log on to Facebook. They wanted me to do this. They wanted me to do that. It was not a straightforward link.
Oh crap! I'm gonna have to send it to another email I have to see what
Okay.
kind of hell I'm putting people through. Well, hey guys, this was an experiment that worked. We're figuring out this new invite system is doing a little bit of hellish stuff to the guest. Sorry, Phil.
Yeah. Just a reminder to everybody, I'm scheduled for B Cube Sunday morning this coming Sunday. I just had Dandelion Twist came out from Bookview Cafe, and it's the third book in a trilogy, but it's taken 10 years since the publication of the first book for the third one to get out. And I discussed some of that convoluted mess on the blog at Bookview Cafe this morning. I have
So,
posted a link on my page on Facebook.
so we're going to change your name to George R. Radford.
To what, Radford?
George R.
Oh, George. Well, hey, I've had to put my 50th book aside to work on Roe.
Hey, I understand if the
Yeah.
row.
And the 49th book is coming in on I got the first beta read back from Joyce Reynolds Ward, and I need to go through it again before I start it through the publication process. I put that on aside, but it's coming out December 27th.
Oh, good. Well,
So,
this is me just occasionally looking over where we're supposed to be live
okay.
and verifying we are. So, Phil, I think this is that point where I'm going to say, hey, Roberta, thanks for popping in. Plan on figuring out how we're going to make a guest out of you for a future one. And
Mhm.
I'm going to end this stream. Hang on for a second, Phil. Want to see what happens.